Howdy ho everybody, welcome back to the Rock's Roost and Dragon Warrior 2. It's been a while. It's been several months. It was back in the fall the last time I played an episode of this, but I thought it was high time we get back to it. We're doing Dragon Quest Plus and the other series, and we're very far along in this game. I thought, well, may as well wrap this one up while we're thinking about it. We're here in Hamlin. Last time we were together, we had collected the Star's Crest. So if we go to status, we see we have 4 of the 5 crests now. We have sun, moon, stars, and water. And now it's time to head on out. There is something very special we need to do now. Get out of my way. And we get attacked by a magician. This will be no trouble for us at all. I'll just cut to the end. Alright, so let's get back to the ship. So what are we going to do now? Well, we're going to sail to Elfgard first, because I wanted to show you where there's a tip. And now that we have the golden key, we can not only get a tip, we can also get a fun little conversation. I don't know if it's fun, but it's interesting nonetheless. So I'll meet you over at Tantagel Castle. All right, we're here. So where we need to go is actually, well, while we're here, let's get a free fill up. This guy, remember, will restore your magic points. So I'll do that, and I'll be right back. Peace be with thee. And we have full MP. Remember, the king is in hiding here. Where is he gone? Well, he's upstairs at the inn. Now that we have the gold key, we can go in and talk to him. So thou hast come, even here to this simple room. I cannot help thee. My hope fled long ago, so he's just a hopeless coward. Nothing more to him. But the interesting thing is right inside this door, which we also need the golden key for. There's a lady in here that gives us a super good tip. This is a sewing shop. Or, I'm sorry. This is a sewing shop, true, but I do not have the douze yarn. Dost thou seek the douze yarn too? Yes. Alas, I have no more of the douze yarn, but I know where thou might seek some. For it is a substance made of wind and water, and it drifts aloft until it lands on the 3rd floor of the north tower of the Dragon's Horn. Just out of curiosity, I wonder what she says if you say no. Stop again if thou art near. Okay. So now we know we need to go to the 3rd floor of the north tower of the Dragon's Horn, which is immediately to the west of where we're at. So I'll just meet you over there. All right, here we are at the north tower. Let's go up to the 3rd floor and search around. 2nd floor. 3rd floor. Now the location is randomized. Start by searching on the staircase. And hey, we got lucky. It's right there. Usually you have to hunt around here forever. So now that we have that, we have the first part of what we need for the water flying cloth. Now we also need a magical loom. Okay, so we're going to have to find that in the town of Zahan. That is the town off on the island in the far southeast corner of the map. So let's get out of this tower first. And we're not going to go straight to Zahan. We're going to make a pit stop along the way. After I get rid of these fellas. Alrighty. So, back to the boat. And we should sail south. We're going to the town of Baran. And we're actually going to create a save there, because Baran is centrally located. This is a very sort of long, drawn-out fetch quest. And we're going to make it more long and drawn out by actually doing it twice. Let's get rid of these fellas. Alrighty. Just keep sailing south. Alright, this second landmass you see south of me is where Baran is. Go off to the west. We'll approach it from the west coast. Alright, we'll make landfall right about here. That looks good. There's our town. The reason we're coming here is to make a save. I also want to purchase a couple of things while we're here. First thing I'd like to do is buy a shield of strength. Now this is really expensive, but this is part of the reason why we did the little gold trick way back when. When you use this in battle, it casts heal more on the character you use it with. So we're actually going to want 3 of these eventually. I'm going to buy 2 right now. 1 for Gwen. That's fine. She can still use it as an item. And we do get a discount because we have the golden card. We get a huge discount, actually. And I'll buy 1 for the prince. Talent can't carry anything. All right. This is the problem you run into. You know what? We'll just hold off for a little bit. Let's sell. We have some stuff we can get rid of. Let's see. We don't need this wing of the wyvern. That's fine. Does anyone else have anything else to sell? We don't need the lottery ticket. And that's it. Does Talent have anything to sell? Or Rock? Let's check Rock. Rock has this leather armor just chilling out here. Yeah, we'll sell that. Alrighty. And that was all he had. That's good to do. Let's see. Talent, what do you got? You got anything you can sell? Not really. Okay, that's fine. We're good. So we want to create a save here. I'm also going to rest at the inn to restore our magic points. We're creating a save here because remember, return in this game, or zoom as it is also known in other games, takes you back to the last save point. You can't choose where to go. Yes, please. Yes, we want to continue the quest. Alright, so we're good. Alright, now that we have created a save point here, we can go and do the rest of this little side quest. Well, it's actually a huge side quest, but do it we must. Now, we want to go to Zahan to get the loom. Zahan is in the remote southeast of the map. So we're going to actually, the way I find is easiest to find it, from here anyway, is to go down to here. Alright, down there we're going south of Baran, south of this little island there, south of Baran. Looks like I need to heal. There we go. And we're actually going to go south just a little bit till it's just out of the screen, and then actually sail to the west. Because the map, because the world is round, the map circles back on itself. And we'll show up at Zahan before too much longer. Like so. Right there it is. This is the town where everyone has gone fishing. I think we've been here before, yes? Darn it. When the Moon Fragment is held upon high, the tide will rise and the seagulls cry. Well, we'll remember that for later. Yes, I'm Torval's wife, but just between us, he loves his dog more than me. Really. Now it's come to Zahan at a poor time. All the men are away fishing at sea. I don't remember if we had been here before or not. Okay, so we do not have the Step Guard spell yet, which would make this barrier a non-issue. So we're going to have to heal as we go across. Since we're going to have to do that, let us rest at the inn to get full MP. Yes, a paltry 90 gold. Okay, so the way this works, if you talk to this lady, she says, I warn thee to go back. This wizard's house may be thy ruin. She's not lying. Each step on this takes off buku hit points. So we're going to have to cast heal more as we go. I'm going to be heading up to the top left there, to the little locked area that's surrounded by swamp. I'll just meet you over there because this is very tedious and time consuming to watch. And I'll just see you over there. I'll cut back to when I'm there. All right, we're here. So we're going to use the jailer's key. And behold, a chest. And we have found the magic loom. Okay, so now we have the things that we need to create the water flying cloth, or rather, to give to the person who can create the water flying cloth. And that is going to happen in the town of Tuhn, which is hidden deep in the high hills to the northwest of Rhone. So we're going back to the main continent, and the town of Baran is very nearby. So we're going to actually just warp on over there so that we don't have to go through this place again. So just cast return, and that'll take us back to Baran. We're going to go in, we're going to go to the inn, and then we're going to go find this Tuhn place. Alright, so of course you could wait until the Prince of Cannock learns the Step Guard spell, which, let's see, we're at level 15. I think he learns it at level 17, 18, something like that. Not 100% sure about that, but one or the other. So it's going to be a little bit, so you can just heal out of it if you want to. Let me take care of these guys and we'll continue on our journey. Alright, we got poisoned. And these monsters, man, they're really handing it to us. We are maybe slightly under-leveled for this part of the game, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. There we go. Okay, back to the boat. This time we're going to sail around the northern part of this continent, because we actually need to get over to the eastern side, but this is probably the quickest way to get over there. Because again, we're headed to the main continent. Yes, we're headed to the main continent. Now, there are two rivers. You can see one of the rivers right here. This is the one we actually want to take. Later, we'll take the more southerly river. Just follow it like so. Now, when we get out, the monsters here are going to be super tough for the most part. So just keep an eye on your hit points. Keep them up and you should be fine. You know, running is always a risky proposition in Dragon Quest. Now, occasionally you can run into these. If you can manage to kill one of these, you'll get a huge pile of experience. Usually they run away, which is probably what's going to happen here. Yeah, we did get 2 solid hits there. There is one game they give you like 12,000 or 20,000. I can't remember. Those metal babbles, if you can get them, they give you 1,050 experience points, which is quite a bit, but there's going to be a fairly epic grinding spot right at the end of the game where you could gain much more experience much faster because you're not going to have to worry about the enemies running away, etc. So, keep that in mind. So you see, this path is just hell on earth, but this is the way you gotta go to get to Tuhn. Once we go there once, it's not so bad. Ghost rats, not so bad. Alright, there's the town. You see that beachy area, that shoaly area down there in the river? That's why we can't get the boat over here. But we have the watergate key, so we'll be able to fix that problem ASAP. As soon as I take care of this 100 gold orc and Graboopy, do not underestimate the Graboopies. They can summon allies for help, and they can really wreck your world. So be careful. Take them out ASAP. So always, always, always keep your HP up. Now this little walk is hellish. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see if the repel spell does any good, because this little walk is fairly hellish. Yeah, don't think it's doing much. Hibbabango, this is a stronger baboon. Not much else to say about it beyond that, though. Infernos, Staff of Thunder, attack, you know. Rinse and repeat. Alright, the sandy area there, that's why we can't get to Tuhn quickly by boat. But now that we've made it, we'll be able to fix this problem. Remember the watergate key that we got in Welgarth, I believe? Hello, this is the village of Tuhn. Yes. Well, this is where we use it. Far and wide, I have sought a master weaver who makes water-flying cloth. And they say such a man lives here. Fantastic. It is said the Tower of the Moon holds a piece of the moon. We will be going there ASAP. What do you have to sell, sir? Now, for our hero, we have the Sword of Erdrick, which actually is not the ultimate sword in this game. The Dragon Killer would be a decent purchase, but I want to wait till we get to Welgarth, because there's a sword there called the Light Sword that's even stronger. Now, has heard of Rogue Fastfinger, I see. Well, he stole our key, or the key to our watergate, the scoundrel. We would dearly love to have it back. Well, I'll do you one better. Many years have passed since the Tower of the Moon could be reached by ship. It lies to the south. Yeah, we need that Moon Fragment. Yeah, desperately need the Moon Fragment. I'm Jenna. If thou meets my husband, tell him my father's name was Ruffles. Well, this is an ongoing thing here about naming dogs, etc. We need this in desperately. 120, worth every piece. Okay, we'll sleep. Alright. Now, before we see this man about the water-flying cloth, we're going to deal with this watergate. This man says if the watergate were to be raised, water would once more fill the dry riverbed. Here's a tool shop. Repel has lost its effect. Okay. Ruff. Little doggy. What are you doing up here in the woods? If Jenna sent thee, tell her I would not name our dog Ruffles for all the dragon's gold in Elfgard. Okay. So their little poochie there, they're trying to settle on a name. Alright, so here we go. We need the jailer's key first, so make sure you have that. And go on in. And here is the mechanism. We go and... who has the Watergate key? Is it Gwen? Of course it's not Gwen. Talent. Watergate key. Use it here. The Watergate opened. Isn't that nice? Very dramatic. And it didn't flood the whole town. Don't worry about that. It just has created a way for us to get to the tower by ship and to the town, which getting here is now going to be much, much easier. But before we leave, in this door is a fellow named Don Mahone. Don Mahone, and he is our master weaver. So use your golden key and hop on in. Ah, so thou hast found my loom, and the douze yarn too. I shall weave thee a water-flying cloth, but it will take time. Please come back in a day or so. Okay, so what you do here, he has taken the loom and the yarn out of your inventory. And normally what you would do would be go save the game, turn off the console, or reset it, turn it back on, and load up the game, and then go back and see him, and he will be finished. And this will be a excellent armor for the princess. However, the Prince of Cannock can wear it as well. So we want two of them, and you can actually do that. So now that we have given him the supplies to make one water-flying cloth, we need to just repeat the process. We need to go back to the Northern Dragon's Horn, and then down to the town of Zahan, and get the yarn and the loom respectively. Then come back here, and talk to him after we have reset the console. and he will give us a water flying cloth. Talk to him again with the additional yarn and loom in hand, and he will make a second cloth. Second cloth, which is very, very important. So while we're waiting on that, and before we go and get the other stuff, I want to go and buy some more equipment. We want to go to Zahan. So first I'm going to cast Return again. This will take us back to Baran. I know I misspoke. I do not want to go to Zahan. I want to go to Welgarth, which is actually kind of on the way. This is a terrible battle. Let's see if we can run. Of course not. Well, I guess I'll just take care of these fools. Or they'll kill me. Can we run? We can run. Gee whiz. That was awful. Yeah, sometimes this game just kind of does it for you. Okay, that's good enough. In the next battle, I'll use the Shield of Strength. Alright, so I'll just meet you over at Welgarth. Or no, I won't. We'll just sail over there together. Should be fine. Just head south of Baran and then head off to the east. Take care of those fools. And we're sailing just south of Rhone at this point. Alright, so you see this little island, just go south of it. Gonna come up this way and then head east again. And when we see land again, we'll be near Welgarth. One gargoyle, that shouldn't be too bad. Use the Staff of Thunder, and let's just have you heal with the Shield of Strength. See there, we get a nice free heal. I mean, it's not completely free, it does use a turn. But, you know, that's as close to free as you'll get. Alrighty. Okay, so we see land again, and we get attacked again. Ghost Mice, not a real issue. Staff of Thunder, and let's use the shield again. That is super nice. Eventually, you're going to want a Shield of Strength for all three characters. Because the in-game zone, which actually we're not that far from the in-game, believe it or not. The in-game area is really tough. Alright, so when you see this river, just keep sailing to the east. And there's Welgarth. Welgarth has a weapon that we want for the hero. Remember this? This was the town that was underground. Where we bought the jailer's key. Now that we have all kinds of money, we can buy other stuff. No. Let's go to the tool shop first and sell, because our inventory is so tight it squeaks. We're actually going to sell the Sword of Erdrick. 2 pieces of gold, are you kidding? No. Who else? Let's see, does Talent need to sell anything? No, not right now. Okay. So now we go up here. We're going to buy. The Dragon Killer is an excellent sword, but we have the money, so we're going to go ahead and get the light sword, which is 1 step up. And we'll give it to Rock. And we get a discount of 4,000. So that's, you know, kind of nice. So that makes it only 12,000. Still very expensive, but, you know, definitely worth buying. We could get another Shield of Strength for the Prince. Did we not buy one for him? I could have sworn. Leather shield. Yeah, we did not. Okay, fine. Yeah, so go ahead and buy Shield of Strength for the Prince of Cannock. And of course, we get another big discount, which is super nice, and that's good. Alright, equip. Going to talent first. Keep the Iron Spear and the Close Hiding. Shield of Strength. Bumps our defense to 62. Not bad. Plus, he can still use it as an item in battle. Ah, yes, and let's equip the Prince of Middenhall, that's us, with the light sword. Our previous attack was 101. Now it's 126. I think that's definitely a boon. Alright, so now what I will do is I will rest at the end to get our HP back. And MP, of course. And then I'm going to off-screen getting the second waterfly, or the second Douze Yarn and the second Magic Loom. And I'll just see you back at Tuhn once we have the second water flying cloth. All right, we have both the water flying cloths for talent and for Gwen. So that has bumped our defense for talent up to 80. And Gwen's defense is at 66. So not bad, not bad. What we do need to do before we do anything else, though, we need to sell some extra things. I neglected to do that. It is kind of aggravating that you have to go to a tool shop to sell anything in this game. But, you know, it was a work in progress. The series was evolving. Video games were evolving. Everything was still kind of new at the time. Not Gwen, sorry. We're going to sell close hiding. You don't need that anymore. Very good. Was there anything else? I don't think so. So we're good. So we have a Shield of Strength for... I actually bought a Shield of Strength for Rock as well. He doesn't have it equipped because it's a little less good than the Shield of Erdrick. But we do have our Light Sword. And we're keeping the Armor of Gaia and the Helmet of Erdrick as well. Alright. Now we're good. Now we need to get that Moon Fragment, which will require us to go back and get the ship and then sail up into the river here that's immediately to our west, because the tower is just south of where we are at right now. We could walk back to the ship, or we could cast Return to go back to Baran and then sail over. I mean, it's probably 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. We do need to work on gaining levels, so the monsters here will help us with that. Gold Orc, not bad. Let's Staff of Thunder, yep. And Infernos, tried and true. Every now and then the staff doesn't work. Even though the staff casts Infernos, the failure of the staff is much higher than the spell. Okay. And we get attacked again. Now again, the Graboopies are extremely dangerous. They're dangerous on their own, and they can call in help, which is more Graboopies. You'll be swamped with Graboopies before you know what's going on. And it's most unfortunate that I did not heal up. But it should be okay. We will use the Shield of Strength on both these characters for a top-up. The Gold Orc is probably the least of our worries. Let's see. Staff of Thunder. And Infernos. Every now and then, they won't be able to bring in more. I mean, there's only so much physical space on the screen, right? It's not like newer Dragon Quest games where the camera would just move back to make the angle wider. You know what? If I kill the orc, that means more Graboopies can come in. So don't do that. Alright, very good. Now there will be no more Graboopies. And Shield of Strength for you. I mean, a free heal more. You can't get much better than that. Rock needs to use his shield. I'll have you attack, and you attack. The orc is almost dead. Even though Gwen's attack is very, very weak. We'll just go all out again. And we got a crit. Nice. So that worked out pretty well. You see, we got some decent experience in gold, and we got a level. For our friend Talent. Level 17. Agility 2, HP 4, MP 8. And he's learned a spell. I bet it's Step Guard. It is. So, if you are at level 17 for Talent, then you don't have to do the real janky healing to get into the wizard's house at Zahan. But I proved the point. You can do it without Step Guard. So we'll just head back to the boat. There's a metal slime. Let's just focus on the metal slime. It'll probably run. And we got him, though. We're not going to get all that much HP, or HP, what am I talking about? MP from him, but it's worth focusing. Because it is, you know, for a single monster, it's still pretty decent. 135, I think, from a metal slime in this game. So it was the lion's share of the experience from that little battle. Back to the boat we go. Back to the monsters we go. Puppet men are awful because they can do a weird dance and it will steal your MP. I mean, that's horrific. In a game where MP is very difficult to get back in the field, that is one of the worst attacks possible. So we're going to take him out fast. Didn't work. Firebane, that hurts quite a bit. And the increases the defense. It's like buff in later games. I'll have you attack. I will have you cast Heal More on Talent. Yeah, that Firebane is no joke. I'll have you attack. I'll have you attack, I guess, and we'll Heal More on Rock. Nice. Gwen's agility is decent, so I thought it was a real good chance she would get a move in. And I do think there's something with the code that means that healing actions will take precedence sometimes. Alright, how are we doing? Let's just heal Gwen. A regular heal should get her close to full. Is that full for Gwen? It is indeed. Alright, so we're going to the tower. How's our MP? It's not great. We had some horrific battles there, but once we get up the other river, we'll be able to zip over to Tuhn and just rest in that inn, and then go to the tower. Okie dokie. So there's another river right over here. And this is the way to the tower. Oops. That happens sometimes. The input, when you play this game, you can feel it for yourself. You can't see it on a screen, but if you're playing the game, you feel it in the controller. There's this weird delay between when you press the direction button and when you actually start moving. And I guess it's like that so that you can, you know, change the way your character faces without it actually moving the sprite. But it's aggravating when you're going up a river in a boat. Okay. Gas and a hork. This shouldn't be too bad. I think the gas can put you to sleep. Just be careful. Oh, the hork. The hork is the one that can put you to sleep. I'm sorry. Other than that, just go all out here and hope for the best. There you go. Not too bad. Alrighty. Up the river we go. This way. So here we are. This is where the shoal would have been. Now, you can see this tower there to our south. Let's go up here and rest in the inn to get our magic points back. Very good. Now let's head to the tower and get attacked immediately. There you go. Just run from that. That encounter is just awful. I mean, yeah, you could manipulate that to keep getting Graboopies to show up and get more and more experience, but the chance of you ending up dead, especially at this level, is pretty high. This, on the other hand, is not so bad. I would recommend attacking the hunters, using the Staff of Thunder on the Magic Drakis, and Infernos on the hunters. You could flip-flop the target for talent to Gwen here, but... the staff is more likely to work on lower level monsters, so... and then just go all out on the last hunter. That's one of my favorite enemy designs from this game, is the hunter, or head hunter, as it's known later. In later games, that is. Okay, so let's go in the tower,